The city of Pasadena and the PCOC were pleased to work with the city and our neighbors who were very instrumental in making sure that this happened today. We are thrilled today to be here to honor the life, the legacy of Eddie Van Halen and what he has done for our city, as well as how he has inspired our youth to follow their passions and their dreams. Behind me is the Civic Auditorium, where Eddie Van Halen performed 14 of their earliest performances. It was built in 1932, and for the past 90 years, it has hosted thousands of shows and events. The Civic has set the stage for legendary shows and performances from those of Louis Armstrong, Santana, and hosted Emmy Awards for 20 years. American Idol was held here for 13 seasons. And this is the stage where Michael Jackson performed his iconic moonwalk for the first time. Today, the Pasadena Civic Auditorium is the proud home of America's Got Talent, the Daytime Emmys, numerous films and television series, cultural performances, music and comedy shows, and our local and regional graduations. With that being said, we're going to kick this off, and I'm going to acknowledge a few people that are with us today. As you see behind me, I have a quorum of the City Council. I have our Vice Mayor, Andy Wilson. Rock on. I see I like the shirt. I have a Council Member, Felicia Williams. I also have with me Council Member Gene Masuda. And at this time, I will kick it over to our fantastic Mayor, Mayor Gordo.
You know, when you think about Van Halen and Eddie Van Halen, a lot of people, of course, think music, think guitars, think just great concerts in Pasadena, outside of Pasadena, throughout the world. And the world knows Van Halen, but the world doesn't know the Van Halen story like we know it in Pasadena, because that story was built here. The Van Halens, as many of you know, are a Dutch-Indonesian immigrant family to Pasadena. When we started to think about what was appropriate, it naturally led us back here to the Civic Auditorium, where the Van Halens really started their career. Between here and PCC and PHS, and I'm certain quite a few garages in Pasadena, they established themselves as one of music's greatest rock and roll bands. But again, to us, they're just a couple Pasadena boys who did very well. And that's what we're honoring. We're honoring their accomplishments, but the fact that they're a part of the Pasadena family and their name should be emblazoned right where they started, here at the Civic Auditorium. And that's why we came up with the idea of the plaque on the Civic Auditorium that's so meaningful to the city, as the Van Halen brothers are meaningful to the city as well.
It seems that everyone knows the story about them coming over transatlantic, and Dad had the piano on the ship with $50 in his pocket. They immigrated to Pasadena. I met them when they came to Pasadena High School. Go home real quick to play their instruments, and then eventually were garage band, and we went to many, many parties in many, many garages and people's homes. It was very loud and very raucous, and partied to the band Mammoth. They were Broken Crumbs, I believe, before that, but they were Mammoth as we knew them. In later years, we reflected on saying, oh no, who's playing them again? And we were bored and we were laughing at it. And then later on, when we couldn't even afford the tickets to go see them in concert when they were famous, we thought, well, now they're laughing all the way to the bank.
The Van Halen story also meant something personally to me growing up as a half Asian person. I think Eddie and Alex were the first half Asian people that I saw growing up. And my sister, brother, and I really, really admired them for that. And we thought, wow, there's someone like us. It wasn't very common back then. So I just wanted to thank everybody here, but also especially in District 2. The house where they grew up is located in District 2. And we also have some very famous people from District 2. Rhonda Schmalfeld. Come on up, girlfriend. and Julie Kimura. They started Pasadena for Van Halen, and it's their crowdfunding efforts that helped pay for this plaque here today. And not only did they raise money here and have a great website and Facebook page where everybody could talk about their experiences and their memories of Eddie Van Halen, but they also reached worldwide. I mean, really put Pasadena on the map. The Netherlands, Italy, South Africa, you got donations from everywhere. So I really want to thank you for your persistence, for your care for the city, and really for reaching out to us and really ushering this along, because I think they really helped get this done in a really timely manner so we could celebrate this sort of in time for the 1-year anniversary.
I did gather a whole gang of us from Pasadena High 73 for their last concert. We bought a block of tickets at the Hollywood Bowl for the October 2015 concert. Little did we know it would be the last time that Eddie played. But a lot of classmates went that night, and he was incredibly awesome. He was amazing, as he is as a guitarist.